Now we'll take this other one. We looked at maternal mortality. This is another angle that's been really killing a lot of people. And remember, the SDGs also talked about good health. It's one of the general well-being and good health of everyone. And one very pathetic point to note is that in spite of government's effort in really bringing out a whole lot of government hospitals and all that, it will still shock you to know that pregnant women still give birth at home. And you know, a lot of times they feel they are strong and all that, but we are advising that pregnant women should always register in government hospitals, and I hear it's also free. So there's even no reason why any woman who is about to deliver can't register in a government hospital and get the free medical access they should get. I even hear the government is also giving out, and some organizations are also giving out baby packs where, for instance, they know that some women could be poor and may not have the financial capability to afford simple packs that could prepare them for delivery. We hear government is also giving out that, and some organizations are also giving out baby packs where you have showers, you have other things that they need during delivery. And so we talked with Hadejia Hauwa Abbas Hadejia to talk to us more on maternal mortality, how we could reduce all this. Women still die after giving birth due to complications, even in hospitals too, but then it's better they go to the hospitals during their antenatals and all that, so they can avail themselves and go through all the routines they need to go through and make sure they do all the tests and check their babies, do the scanning, so that they can even be sure of a healthy baby and prepare themselves for delivery. Let's enjoy that piece and we'll come back and we'll be wrapping up the program shortly.
Okay, thank you for having me. My name is Hauwa Abbas Hadejia. I'm originally from Jigawa State, but I live in Abuja. I work in Abuja. There are numerous challenges. One of the issues women have is transportation. So from their houses to the nearest health facility, they don't have the financial capability to get there. So there are lots of communities who are now working on that, trying to get a local ambulance, so to speak, that will transport the women in need to get to their hospitals. Another issue is religion. Some families feel that if the women go to health facilities, they will be attended by a male health worker, which is another issue. Also, education. People don't understand the values of giving birth in a health facility. They don't understand how much how many risks can be eliminated from that process of just being in the right place to give birth, such as using the clean objects for delivery, which can reduce infections to both the mother and the child. So I mean, we can go on. There are many reasons, but these are some of the key reasons. Well, what should everybody do? Everybody should be educated about the right way, the benefits of giving birth in health facilities, the benefits of having good health. So not only women, but their husbands, their brothers, their sisters, their neighbors, everybody should have that basic understanding. So we need to increase our health education on the community level or in rural areas, so people can start beginning to understand the value of having good health and how they themselves, within their homes, can reduce infections, can keep themselves, their children, and the whole household from getting things like pneumonia, which can be prevented, diarrhea, how to control diarrhea when a child has diarrhea so that the child doesn't get to the point where they're dehydrated and then they die. So numerous issues that we have that can be prevented. How to learn how to, even basic hand washing, which can even reduce the spread of infections and bacteria, those kind of things. Teach children how to wash their hands before they eat. Teach children how to wash their hands after they go to the bathroom. All things like that. These are very key things that don't need a lot of money, but they're simple interventions that, if they are trained and on the community level, would reduce maternal and child health drastically.
Wow.
Because of the bond between the mother and child, nutrition begins before the child is even conceived. So it begins at preconception level. The mother has to make sure that she eats healthy. You know, she has to eat the right fruits, right vegetables. She has to know what the wrong things to eat, because these can cause birth defects in a child. That's before even conception. And obviously once the baby is born, the essential thing is that we actually encourage and promote is exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months. No addition of water, no addition of pap and all these other things, just exclusive breastfeeding. Now when a mother gives birth in a health facility, she's encouraged and given the support by the health workers to teach her how to hold her baby, how to breastfeed, and make sure that she's comfortable with the breastfeeding process and the child is getting enough milk to the child, which therefore eliminates the point where the child decides to get milk, the child starts getting water and pap and all these things being introduced to them. So after the 6 months of exclusive breastfeeding, no added substance, then we go to when you start introduce solid foods to the child, making sure that the child has enough fruits, vegetables that would obviously strengthen their immune system. So, and this is a continuous process, obviously, until the child gets to teenage years and after.